having a conversation. We were having she obviously wanted to ask you your question.
Natalie, welcome to the new series, Cocktails and Conversation with Kat and Nat. And we've decided to bring you all of these conversations with people that we like to have where there's a little bit of wisdom, always hilarity and hilaria. Yes. Some famous, some just cool, some drink, some don't drink, but there's always a conversation.
Cheers, join us.
And before I introduce you, I want to know if you know this line, okay?
Okay.
Guess who's back in the motherfucking house?
Oh, God.
With the don't know it. With the big dick in her motherfucking mouth.
No.
You don't know that one.
I don't know.
Shit. I have to tell you, Kat.
Whose dick is in my mouth? Just somebody's big fat one.
No, it's
What is it?
It's a song.
Okay.
And when we introduce people, we're like, guess who's back in the motherfucking house?
Listen, I did not know that song before I started hanging out with Kat, and then we used to get.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Car.
ready? Here we go. Is it a remix? It's Snoop Dogg.
Big Snoop Dogg.
Hold on.
Got my nephew in the house right about now.
Yep.
Check this shit out right here, bro.
Cheers, here we go. Back in the motherfucking house with a fat dick in her motherfucking mouth.
So rude.
It's Snoop Dogg.
Well, first of all, why would I want a fat dick?
Well,
That sounds chunky and gross.
I think we just found our new intro. Do you know this line?
yes.
With everyone.
No, I think that's your intro music. That's like, guess who's back
In the motherfucking house. I like that. Thank you.
You
That
are.
was you creatively inspired me to bring
What
that
are
out.
we drinking?
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Vodka with a with
zero
a,
calorie
with a
mixer.
taint of
Taint.
Oh, she knows what taint is. Oh dear. I learned all this terrible stuff from Kat.
Well, God, I should spend more
Stop
time with
it.
that.
Taint. What's the word?
Taint is, do you want to know what it is?
What word am I looking for?
Oh.
We're not
With
sure.
a tinge.
A tint.
A tinge.
I was tint. A tint. Is a tint? A tint?
It's a tinge.
A tinge or a tinge? It's a tinge of it.
A tinge. A tinge.
Tinge.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Taint. Got it.
With a taint.
With a tint. A tinge.
I love my drinks with a healthy amount of taint.
You're like 2 minutes. You make me giggle.
Oh.
Just sitting here, you make
That's nice.
you
I
make
feel the same way
she's
about
crying.
you.
you
already.
make me giggle. Oh shit.
Guys, welcome Jessi Cruickshank to the show. Guys, audience, quiet. Quiet.
Sit
No,
down.
sit.
This is
It's enough. It's enough. Yeah, you should be. This is
All right.
embarrassing for you, right?
I have to say before we well, we've already started. I keep saying before we
Yeah.
start, but I asked one of the men to come on, and he wasn't a dad or anything, and then he goes, "Well, I'm not a mom, so will they like it? Like, will they resonate?" And I'm like, dude. Moms are women who just happen to have to raise people, but we're human. Like, we have to do the same shit you have to do and want the same shit you do, but we have people we have to make live every day.
Yes.
So
Make
interesting.
Not make alive.
Make live.
Make live.
But we have to survive. Shut up.
No.
Shut up.
It's true,
Right?
Yes, we're interested in those stories. As if I'm interested in hearing from men if you were the ones talking to them.
Right,
yes.
Because I think you two will pull different things.
I'd be interested in hearing you talk to a man too, just because like you're a intelligent, smart, funny mom who also has her own career, right?
Thanks. I talk to a lot of men.
Do you?
Well, I talked to the Prime Minister on this season.
Oh my God.
How was
Yes,
that?
yes.
She has her own show. It's amazing.
This
new
mom who-
new mom who dis.
I got it.
Yes.
New mom who.
That's
You need the theme song. Guess who's
Yeah.
back in
In
the
the
motherfucking.
motherfucking-
You see the
Yeah.
New
the
mom
president
who dis
with
in
the
your bitch.
big fat dick in his mouth. Wrong, Cat. He's Prime Minister.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Oh, it was terrifying.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about this before we started, but like I make my show with like my producing partner, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have
Yeah.
it's the same. We
Yeah.
don't have like a big team. We don't have producers. We literally emailed the like hotline like primeminister@gmail.com.
Shut up.
Yes, we were like,
We need to do
you
that.
could get him on your.
Did you feel nervous that you had to be like serious because he's like a serious person?
Well,
Don't you have
no.
mutual friends?
No.
Oh.
Well, like I'm
yeah.
friends with them. No, I am
No?
by no means like
Okay.
connected to
Okay.
the Prime Minister.
Oh.
No, I am like a basic ass like.
Yeah,
small,
but you're famous.
Well,
and
yeah,
he
you
must have
are.
watched you a
Yeah,
lot.
you're totally-
He definitely knew who you are.
so
Is
his
it inappropriate
like,
to say you were in his
people-
spank bank? Probably inappropriate.
Not
Well-
after the interview, but maybe before. His people, like he's like a young team. They knew who I was. I think they were the people who wrote me back. Anyway, they wrote back, and like suddenly he agreed to do this interview. And he did 2 interviews the entire election. One was with Global News, and one was with me.
Did you have to go to the White House for the interview?
And the what?
We don't have a White House. Well, the Grey House, the Parliament. Where does he live? In Ottawa. Did you have to go to Ottawa?
In the Ottawa.
And Brock's there too. No?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
No.
Did you not know there was? It's not a White House. You
I
forgot.
was kind of joking, but I loved your reaction.
Sorry.
And you were like, where does it live in Ottawa?
No.
The Ottawa.
No, I did.
Okay.
I did get a lot of like shit from the internet for being a woman, you know, like just in general, speaking to a man of power, and that was shocking to me.
Like why you shouldn't be talking to him?
Yeah, like why would he ever do that? I mean, it
If
was
he's
in
only
an
doing 2
election
interviews,
cycle.
why you?
Yes, there was a lot of pressure. The blackface scandal had just happened.
Oh.
And I had like didn't sleep for 3 weeks, like full on was so nervous about putting
Yeah,
this
I
thing
would
out
be
into the
too.
world. And I was blown away by like, it was amazing. It got an amazing reception, but then there was like enough people to make me lose sleep at night saying, why would he ever grant an interview to this woman, this mom show, this little show? Like, it was really shocking. That's
Fuckers.
just, you know,
What
real
motherfuckers.
woman talking to a man.
You know?
And I think there's nothing more powerful than women talking to men of power.
Thank you. And that everyone
Do you-
is technically a power that we've spoken to, and I have to tell you, gracious, kind, good listeners, and didn't try to
Overpower.
or eat us.
Or mansplain.
You are like,
Yeah.
look at us like they're gonna like, you know, like didn't sexualize anything we were doing.
But if
Very
if-
interesting.
If a lot of people, obviously during that time, did want to have interviews with him, I'm not being like, why you?
But why you?
Because
Digital.
he had, well, first of all, he had watched my Hot Dads episode. This is real. He like
Okay.
sat down and was like, I did an episode called Hot Dads with Hot Dads.
I need to watch that one. We found one in
it's-
Toronto.
One Hot Dad?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Did
We didn't talk to him.
Which
I'm
one?
glad you found it.
Well, I was at the gym, then also at your sister-in-law's school.
And the other one that I had major crush on in preschool. He was unemployed, but he
hot?
was
It's
so
fine.
hot. But you could see his pecs in his shirt.
That
And
kind of hot.
and looked hot in tracksuit and in a suit. If you can pull the double look, never dirty. Always smelled good.
But you had a kid in preschool with his
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
So doesn't that put pressure on you to like show up at preschool looking not like you?
No. You found
I found 3 hot dads.
In LA?
In Toronto.
Well, please give us the names.
Yeah.
Oh, we
you
need
guys.
that shit.
Facebook.com/newmomwhodisshow hot dad.
Okay,
We're gonna have to
find
link
them.
that down
Do they live in our
below.
neighborhood?
Probably one of them, I think.
Oh,
does.
Natalie, this is dangerous.
I'm
She's
excited.
starts
I
to
missed
talk
that
very
episode of
hot.
yours.
I mean, there's nothing better though than like seeing a hot dad
Yeah.
on the on the playground
Yeah.
at preschool. It really does.
I mean, yeah, it really,
Really
like
does
elevates
add-
the day.
It elevates the day.
Yes.
So the Prime Minister had seen that episode,
And
he
so he
agreed to
said
do it.
yes.
But I think the reason he did it was not just because, like, obviously he wanted to reach young women and
Right.
he wanted to reach parents, and he had some really progressive policies around childcare.
When's that election?
It already
It
happened.
happened. I was like, maybe we could land him, but no. Cut it. We are such good Canadians. It
No, but
blows
just
my-
know, all you need to do at any time is email primeminister@gmail.com.
That could be fun.
Well, let's give that a go. He
Yeah.
could we play that
Yeah.
song? Did you have to put questions out
No, we
before?
probably
No.
couldn't play. No.
We couldn't.
Yeah,
play.
he
Guess-
let me do everything. You could.
I don't think
Guess
we could do
who's
that
back
song.
with the motherfucking.
I don't think you would want to do that song.
I think, why not?
That was like, I mean, you could try. He said to me when he sat down, he was like, I'm actually more nervous to do your interview than the like hard-hitting news one because
Totally.
I'm not used to being fun. And you could see it. Like, this is what I'm going to say. I was going to say off the record, but it's very much on the record.
On the record.
Is he alright? I don't know how
He's
old
like
he is.
normal.
He's normal.
He's normal, but
Yes.
he appears that like there's like normal somewhere in there.
Yes.
But there are layers and layers and years of like trauma
Properness.
and properness that have been added on, and it's like chipping away at the properness to get to the human. And like,
Did you get it?
Yeah, in the interview you can see it just sort of dissolve, and like finally he shows sparks of being.
Did
a
he
human
have
person.
to approve the video before it went out?
No.
What? Do you think that when he is at a time he won't be prime minister anymore, he'll just naturally shed that and be normal?
I would hope so.
Yeah, his wife probably knows him for reals.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But
Was
you
she
could
there?
tell. No.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, you're Canadian.
Yeah.
From Vancouver.
Yes.
And you
originally.
moved to LA. Can we talk about why?
Yeah. Why? What's that face?
I have to tell you, I really love Beverly Hills.
Oh well. Yeah.
It's fun.
You're at the Beverly
Wilshire.
This is the Pretty Woman Hotel.
We heard.
I know. I just would like. I actually feel like I want to live here
Oh yeah, no.
and just hang out in the bar area downstairs and watch the people coming
That's
and
like
going.
the only place any of us could afford to live is in the bar area downstairs.
Communal
With the
living.
free
They
olives.
throw a cot down and they give you that's $355 to sleep on that.
Yeah,
okay,
we
got
just
it.
don't work
No,
there,
I
so.
can't believe how much a glass of wine is. I'm like, I could have 3 bottles of the wine I drink for 1 glass of that.
Yeah. And can we talk
I'm gonna get
about
drunk.
my entrance to the Beverly?
Oh shit.
Okay, this
So
is the
first,
best.
so first of all, Nat and I have been throwing, multiple men have just been coming in here and leaving, and we've been drinking, and then we told the people that
Just cut that clip exactly like that. Multiple men have been coming and leaving.
and then they see
It is the
cameras.
Pretty Woman Hotel.
The cameras, the guy's like, what are you filming in here? I'm like, porn, soft porn, mom
Yeah.
porn, erotica, really, nothing hard.
Yeah.
It's just more of a, whoops.
So we went on
I
Jesse's.
just spit all over myself.
We went on
It's like
Jesse's Facebook watch show, and we played a really fun drinking game. And that's not what she always does. That's not like her play. It's clearly our play to drink all the time. But she did
You
it.
actually inspired this entire series. Yes,
'Cause we
you
had
did.
so much fun.
We've never done interviews with people because we feel a bit crazy with people, as you
Okay.
can see.
But
You can-
cocktails help.
we feel a little bit like people either think we're drunk or high, and so it's better when there's the two of us go.
So we might as well just get drunk and high.
Exactly.
And then it'll just be, it'll
But
fit.
after we watched us with you, we're like, oh my god, we could talk to people.
Yeah.
Like, you inspired us
Oh.
to talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
we're
we
not
went
always.
on with Jesse's show, and
Shots.
she doesn't drink that much. Obviously, Kat doesn't either, and it doesn't take them much to
Obviously.
get drunk. So we ended up playing like Truth or Dare, and we all ended up doing lots of shots. So vodka was
Truth
the
or
thing.
Dare.
Mom, truth or dare.
Mom, Truth or
Yeah,
Dare. Sorry,
look,
what did I say?
Truth or Dare.
Okay, Mom, Truth or
It's
Dare.
very
So
specific.
we invited you to come here, and what did you want to bring us?
So, because the last time we hung out, we did vodka shots.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that was so fun.
So fun.
I'm going to bring them a bottle, a 40. Is this a Canadian thing that people, do they
We-
call it a 40?
we call it, yeah, we call it a 40.
Let's show what a 40
A
looks
big-
like.
40 of vodka.
A big ass bottle of vodka.
big ass
bottle of
And
vodka.
it wasn't expensive. It was a medium to low end bottle
Could
of
you-
vodka.
could you
that
tell
I
us what the
bought
brand
for
was?
It was a Sky brand vodka.
That's actually
Perfect.
quite
That's
nice.
okay. That's fine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird.
fine.
I like that one. I mean, I like any vodka.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
So I picked that up on the
Absolutely.
way over because I was like, this will be fun.
Yeah.
I'll bring out the vodka.
Yeah.
Picked it up. I pull up to the Beverly Wilshire Valet, which is like the fanciest valet.
It's true.
There are fancy people lining the streets.
True, and it's really busy today.
It's really busy. There was like many women with like many shopping bags.
Diamonds
And
everywhere.
Many
Diamonds.
diamonds.
Yes.
And I still have the outside shades. So I have twins. So the back of my like mom car has the outside blackout shades.
Why?
They're like a condom on the outside of
Why
the
don't you
window
put the inside?
because they rip them off.
Good.
Okay.
We've only recently found this brand of outside blackout
There.
shades.
You should
but
just get,
it's
yeah.
That's
very
cool.
embarrassing.
That's cool. It's like tinting for babies.
Jinteen, it's like big pimpin'.
It's like a bonnet for your car.
a condom bonnet. A
It's a
condom
condom
bonnet
bonnet.
for your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pull up with my duo bonnets and my dirty mom card,
Yeah.
and I'm embarrassed already. And I'm just going. I'm like, hi, I'm here for a meeting. I was like, okay. And then I realized I have my 40 of vodka that I brought for you. And I'm like, well, I can't like walk out with a bottle of bare booze. So I like shove it in my small purse, which is not big enough for a bottle of vodka.
Shit.
But I try to act casual, getting out for the valet, and I'm like, excuse me. And the bottle falls out of my purse and cracks open on the street in front of all the fancy women, all the fancy valets.
What did you say?
I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's all over my shoes. Like, you can smell the vodka. It's everywhere. And the guy's like, it's okay, ma'am. I'll clean it up. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. And the guy comes back with a broom and he says, it's okay. It's just water. And this bitch on the side with like her Gucci bag goes, it's vodka. I can smell it.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Now, listen.
And you're all by yourself.
By myself. I was like, I should take a picture to show them, but then I was so mortified. I was just like,
This is a great hotel for it to happen to. Number one, they'll say yes to anything. Like, we called concierge for tampons and melatonin, and they ran right out and grabbed it for us and brought it back.
Wow. They said, what size is the biggest one?
Yeah, we did. Super plus. We also asked for... like, what was the craziest thing, horse tranquilizer they've had to get for people. So really, it's that they don't care. They're paid to turn an eye.
wish I had
That
seen
bitch
that.
though, not so much. But maybe
I'm gonna ask like the surveillance if they could rewind and give us a second. That was so funny.
It was really horrific. It's not water. It's vodka. I can smell it.
Isn't that kind of funny?
It's funny,
that's a great
but
story.
it's like
it's
very
funnier when you're with a friend though.
Yeah.
Not by yourself as
by
a mom
myself.
with twinsies.
Glass shattered
Yeah, literally
vodka.
with two car seats in the back. Driving.
They're like, that poor mom, she needs help.
Yeah.
She had no way to bend forward
But
down the
she
street.
brought it back
I
up
did
with some
brought back
rosé.
up.
So, Kat, as we do, I love that you do rosé because like you're a redhead and it just.
I find it's like a more festive drink for like
light
a lady friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Ladies who
gonna
lunch.
pop this, but I also I'm gonna ask some serious questions because it's what I do. But you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
Okay. So obviously you're beautiful. Yes, you are. And after baby, a lot of moms feel insecure about the way they look, what they do. They feel shame, like all the things.
Yeah.
Did you ever go through that?
Ooh. Here's what I will say. I think every woman, I had like a little bit of a tumultuous relationship with my body growing up, obviously. Like every girl in my school had it was like very hot to have an eating disorder in like the 2000s. Yeah, it was a thing when you're growing up. So I was very aware. And then I started on television at a very young age and I was
What
also
age
just
were
like
you?
22.
Okay. So
And
you
also just,
skinny,
like-
you have to be like they could be like you're too fat. You need to get another job.
Probably
Back
because
then.
it was like 2006. And I'm sure they could have, yeah. And like I was like drinking very heavy. I just like didn't. I don't know. I was so aware of my body and how I looked and what size I was wearing.
That was your
and what I was
profession.
eating. And
They
what I
told
was-
you.
Yeah, there was part of that, and it was just like you're young. I think when you're young.
Did your body fluctuate then?
Yeah, for sure.
Yours.
Oh yes. Yeah, and then I had twins, and I was like, my fucking body just did this.
Really, you were one of those.
Yeah, I could not believe. Like
That's
I
pretty
gained
amazing.
65 pounds in my pregnancy, and I didn't care because so much of it was a very traumatic pregnancy, and like, we didn't know if one of them was going to make it, and so much of it was just about feeding my I didn't care that I didn't care. Like I was getting weighed every second day, and like. It didn't matter. And then after I had them, I just couldn't believe that my body had done that.
Yeah.
That now I have such a different relationship with it.
Like what?
I just have an appreciation for it. I don't care what size I am or what I can fit in as much. I still do, but
you live in like the mecca of like looks. Like
LA.
everyone is like a pound.
Are they though? Like where you live?
No, I don't live in the Beverly Wilshire. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Like everywhere we look, it's like everyone is better, like bigger,
because
faster.
That's why everyone here, I think, in Beverly Hills looks a certain way, is because they're just seeing other people everyone's looking tighter and blonder and skinnier and whatever, and so they just think that that's the norm.
So
And
motherhood
then,
helped you let it go.
It definitely helped me let it go. Like, it really did. I don't think I've ever talked about this before, but it really, really did.
That's such a great feeling. Do you think it's also has to do with like maturity as like a woman? But I guess we mature when we have kids because we're like, it's no longer all about us.
Yes.
So maturity of body image.
Yeah, but how many women wake up and won't go do something because of the way they look that are moms?
Yeah.
Multiple. Like they won't wear a tank top or go on vacation because they're like, they literally won't go on the beach because they hate their body so much. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell people, like, I think everyone thinks about it, but then you're like, well, no one's fucking looking at you. They're all thinking about them. They're too busy thinking about them.
Yeah.
No one's like, oh my God, look at her.
I think that often comes with maturity. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a lot of grannies out there. Like, you see those grannies on the beach, they're just like,
yeah,
go to Florida,
you know?
Because you don't have to put on all those other clothes. So I think it has maturity, and hopefully we earn it earlier than later.
Yeah.
And if we can share a message of feeling good and feeling so proud of ourselves for having babies, then hopefully it can rub off on other people too.
Totally. And it just, that's the thing. It's like, I have so many, I'm trying to keep, wait, what did you say about keeping babies alive?
I give them life. I make them alive.
I have 2 babies to make alive
every day. You're such a funny mom. Well, I guess because you're a funny person, and your twins. Were they just given such personality? Because a lot of babies are just like.
Do you like your husband?
Yeah. Your kids, excuse me, I'm asking
Sorry,
questions.
I was just curious if she liked it.
Your kids are hilarious. They say hilarious things. They do hilarious things. They're funny. God damn it.
No
God
warning.
fucking
That was not
damn it. That was... God. We were having a conversation. We were having a... That was... She obviously wanted to ask you your question.
Natalie, I just appealed it and it blew. So
Yes, we're drinking from the
I
bottle.
mean, you would not have had a makeup artist tonight. He almost
We're so sorry.
Natalie, I literally, you see me on this, I didn't even take it off and it blew.
Oh my God, guys, you just gave us a fucking heart attack. If you wanted to ask if she liked her husband, you could have just told me.
Natalie,
Oh my God.
you have to see the replay of that. Did you see that?
Oh my God.
It literally blew on its
a
own.
slow motion replay, please.
Yes,
That's all I'm
that's gotta
requesting.
go
So
back.
do you want to get to your questions that we were trying to say?
No.
Or can I finish mine?
I was just gonna pop
you.
it right after that, and then it blew on its own.
So she doesn't want too much.
Okay, I'm right. I mean,
no.
it's for look.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So listen, we only have 2, but hey, so your kids are just funny.
Is
Your husband funny?
my husband is way funnier than I am. And
What?
like, he does
Well, that's
not
why.
do it professionally. He's
What
like
does
a
he-
behind the scenes guy.
Okay.
But
You like him?
Yeah, I do like him. You know, I like him most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we would answer the question
Yeah.
the same way.
All right, I'm gonna ask you an
Can I
inappropriate
just
question.
ask you-
Yes, go ahead.
My kids, like, honestly, when I had children, I just wanted them to be funny. Like, I should have said healthy first, but I was
Oh,
like,
funny.
I want them to be funny
A
and
good
then,
sense of humor.
like, healthy.
And so far they're living up to expectations.
really are.
Like when they feed each other and
They're
shit.
funny.
That's funny. And then they're funny on planes. They're funny when they cry.
Oh.
And you should put them in, you're in LA. Those 2 need to get into acting.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do.
I did an episode of my show with Momagers that we scouted in LA, and it was
shit.
very intense.
Yeah. No, it's serious.
Just throw them on Schitt's Creek. There's got to be a character for them there.
Something.
Yeah.
I mean, they're available. I'll put them in anything.
They're
Just go,
just
yeah.
a
putting
notch
that
up.
out there.
You put them in a suit and send them off.
Oh, they're just like a little reality show just the 2 of them. You can't be in it because it's hard to be a mom on TV. Just the two of them.
Follow them around.
They have their own thing going on.
Do they talk?
do. Oh, like beyond. Yeah. I
They're
think because
really
they're
funny.
twins, they started to talk earlier.
To each
'Cause
other.
They had someone to talk to.
I like their hairdos. I like their everything. It's
I
too
cut
much.
their hair themselves. I cut Rio's hair.
Recently?
Yes,
I
with
do it
kitchen
too.
scissors.
I like
Yeah.
the way they were.
I know, me too. It's really a mistake. And now he looks like a beetle, or like he has a mushroom.
Did
on
you
his
get the
head.
ones that are straighted?
No, so then my friend, God bless mom friends, who lives in the neighborhood, was like, I think she saw like an Instagram picture, and she like subtly texted me. and was like, I think you need texturizing shit.
Yes, that's what I. So I got it for my
borrowed one
dog.
from her. Okay, good.
And then I did it to my kids.
Okay.
Because it was so fun on my dog that I took it to my.
You should give them funny haircuts, like bowl cuts, and just make it a new thing.
And Natalie.
They have
Natalie.
bowl cuts, and it is not intentional or funny.
No, that would be funny. Well, you gotta add to their character. You gotta build their brand.
You can't give them that shit for your entertainment.
It would look so funny like that.
I just had this debate with my husband, who I was like not liking as much
Yeah,
at the time.
fair,
of debate
fair.
because I had this really funny picture of Rio video with this terrible bowl cut that I gave him. I'm like,
Straight.
it's so funny. And he was like, you can't put that on the internet. Like, that's just mean. You're bullying your own child.
Or maybe you're starting a new trend.
Yeah.
Right.
Debatable.
So I didn't put it on.
All right, Kat's going to go with inappropriate questions.
Well, no, we have this theory. Men and women have a very different answer in the bedroom. How long should it be from start to finish? Sexually, having sex.
Like your dream, like from, you're
my
going up there.
dream?
You're going up there at about like 8 p.m. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, there's a certain amount of time.
25 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't have enough time.
You like it that long?
That's long?
Very.
What's your number?
We found our secret
7
number.
minutes.
I thought 25 minutes was like generous and long.
Long. 7 minutes.
25 minutes
doing
is
for
like
25 minutes?
making.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
7 minutes?
What are you, like, eye contact? Like,
I
you're
thought
like,
that's what you were asking. Like, what's a very romantic
No,
time?
what time was
Of
the
7 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
You don't even have enough time to, like,
Penetrate? Sure do.
7 minutes?
7 minutes.
You know what, though?
Well, I mean,
there's something that we should consider. Not everybody can make it happen in 7 minutes.
That's fair.
They sure could.
Very fair.
Really?
I think that there's a lot of. I
What
blame the
foreplay
men.
is for
I blame the
teenagers?
men.
You know what I mean? Foreplay is just
I'm not talking about the men.
Oh,
And
no,
then-
About
men?
the men.
Yeah.
I'm
get
talking
a
about kind of
get a
Thank
dildo
you.
about it.
Oh.
What did you just say? Get a
Like-
dildo about it?
Yeah, it takes him so long to figure it out. If I can,
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
But
that will really cut down my 25 minutes closer. Get it closer to that 7 minute mark.
Dude, if it's taking him too long.
Wait, what
Sorry,
have the
babe.
men told you about this?
Oh, some of them are like
Mostly 30.
mostly 30. We think that's
Like
too
you.
long.
30.
Like you really think 30 minutes is a long, good. That's a good session.
If I
I thought
penetrated-
25 was like a nice. There's like some making out. There's like some like
Making out.
and
Right.
then it's
we
like
thought like one person even said like, why are you switching positions? Like, what are you doing? Like, don't like change.
This.
Don't switch the
like that,
position.
you know, it's like a ooh,
Like a touch heavy petting.
Yeah,
Heavy
like,
petting.
We're like
Heavy
moving
petting.
through the home, going. You know, I don't know.
What?
So
No,
you're
you're
like
right.
going from like where the excitement begins. to,
Where
like,
does
moving
it begin?
upstairs
Start
to
in the living
bedroom.
room?
Where does it begin?
On a 25-minute session, you start in the living room.
What?
Because you need to get it going in the
Wait,
living room.
you just look at each other and start kissing?
Yes!
Oh,
What are
God.
you watching?
This is my fantasy. You asked me for my dream.
Oh, this isn't reality.
No, in my dream, I'm like just in the kitchen.
It's a
He's like, "You
boyfriend,
are
not
so
a husband.
beautiful."
I
Got
didn't
it.
say that
Oh,
right. You know, we
right.
gotta work
Okay.
on that.
We gotta
Yeah.
work on that
Yeah,
delivery.
yeah.
All right.
Up differently.
All right.
I still think
Words-
7 is low. 7 is low.
Really?
Yeah.
So it should.
Yeah. It takes longer than 7. 12 would be reasonable.
I'm quite fast.
Me too. That doesn't surprise me about us.
The efficiency is key.
My husband and I currently have like a thing happening where we just recently moved and we found like a dildo, like unused. It was a prop for anyways.
Did you keep
found
it?
Well, yeah. Now it's our joke is that we like hide it in places where it will be really horrific for them to discover. So I like put it in his work bag and like everybody opens
So
it up
good.
and then
Have you used
No.
it?
no, it's just like part of this joke game that we have.
Do you want to hear a real story about dildos?
Yes.
So we did a Facebook Live, and I left them in my car, all over my car, in the console.
Right.
Well, I
Okay.
just didn't take it out. There's handcuffs. There's a lot. Handcuffs, dildos, lube, everything.
In the console?
Like in the thing.
I left it in the back seat.
So
when they asked me what it was.
My husband, I'm in a store, and my husband's because they're waiting. They go through all the car while they're waiting for me in the store. My husband's like, "Are there dildos and handcuffs in the console that kids are playing with?" And I was like, "Well,
because it was a sponsored Facebook Live segment, so they were in our car.
And there
was
never got
tons.
check them out."
Got it.
So then I go to the car the next day and they're gone. So I thought someone stole my dildo.
You told me that.
Yeah,
What
gone.
happened?
Where the fuck are the dildos, right? So now I think someone went and stole the dildos. Don't know where they are. Fast forward, my husband took the dildos and hid them for me.
Oh.
He's like, let's play with the dildos.
Jesse, if you
sponsored
were
episode
to
of
hide,
dildos.
if you were to hide a dildo in your husband's briefcase,
Yeah.
and he were to open it, like
Yeah.
if our husbands were to open it, it would not be fun.
Oh.
But your husband's good like that.
Yeah, he'd be okay with that.
He would be like, "Got me!"
But he knows it's like a recur. It's like a back and
Where's the
forth.
weirdest place you found it?
He put it in the pocket of like my nice jacket, so I went out with my.
Oh,
good.
And
Is it?
was
Quite
like,
small.
It's like about that.
Do you know there is a vibrator on Amazon that apparently is earth shattering and so
Vagina shattering.
Oh my God, I need to find it so crazy that it could make men extinct apparently. And then an editor tried it and was like, SOS. It takes a little bit of getting used to because it goes up everywhere and then blows you away. We're going to try that.
What is it called?
Because what were you searching that you found this?
It was on a Facebook article. And the reviews. I'll read a few of the reviews
because
for you.
I feel like all vibrators are pretty like, you know.
Oh, so they're so intense. Like
they're so good, but you know,
like a jackhammer in your bag.
See, if I go too long, it gets down
bleed
from the vibrating, and then I'm like done. I'm like,
she got an infection from one because she didn't wash it.
Have you ever seen the penguin? It's got a hole in it.
No, guys, I'm not
Okay.
You're
Life is
educating.
Life is long.
We have time.
We have done so many sponsorships with sex toys that we've ended up with so many toys in the house.
So the penguin one?
Yeah, it's got a penguin bow tie and it looks like a penguin and then it sucks your clit. It's the weird. I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, this is so weird.
Yeah, he's dressed up.
Oh, it's dressed up in a tux.
He's dressed up. He was a 25-minute penguin. That's what that is. Yeah.
All right, this might be it. This one got, let's see. Hold on. Died, resurrected, died again. This is a weapon. It cured my depression. I don't go to therapy anymore. I was walking from side to side after I finished using this thing. You feel like you just had the best dick appointment ever. Trust me, best believe you will never see me frown ever again. My life has completely changed. Have a blessed day. My first time using it.
Have a blessed day. So she signed off.
Have a blessed day.
Wow.
Yeah, it is quite. I found out this part of Twitter. I was skeptical. I've bought plenty of toys and never really been interested in pleasing myself. I would try it and was left a bit that's not a good one. Okay, sorry. But hold on.
Would she break her vagina?
Yeah. I decided to give this one a try. Y'all, I have never squirted in my life, but this is right here. Buyer beware. Thank me later. It helped me identify what it is I'm looking for and my telltale signs. If he ain't doing me like this toy, replace him,
Can
baby.
we see what it looks like?
Dear God, I'm dead.
Dear
I died.
God.
I'm never leaving my house again. By far the best sex toy I've ever used, and I used a lot of sex toys. I would pay crazy amounts of money for this. Easy, mind-blowing, doesn't even begin to touch it.
Show us what it looks like.
What is it called?
Oh, another Dear God,
Dear
buy
God.
this. You're welcome. Let's give her a
Is it
go.
called
Let's give her a
personal
look-see.
massager, because I think on Amazon they're not allowed to market
Here
it
they are.
as a...
It's a
Let
hook.
me see. I've had those. Let me
It's
see.
quite, it sucks, it moves, it punches.
Actually, that looks brilliant.
Yeah, it does that.
let's
It
go
does
buy one
I
tonight.
don't even know what holes that goes to.
everywhere.
I
All
do.
of them. All
I
of
do.
them. I'm gonna have to, all of them.
You know what? That's a penguin
With a
thing.
Guys, I think you just got your next sponsorship.
I
Wow.
don't even know how we got to that.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Well, I'm just gonna forward that to myself.
Yeah,
One piece of advice you have for moms who feel guilty or ashamed, no, not ashamed, guilty or feel like they're not doing enough every day.
Oh,
Do you ever feel that?
I feel it every day.
Shut up.
Yeah, and you
No.
actually like listening to your podcast, watching you guys really has helped.
Don't
because-
just say that just because you would like us.
No, I'm being
can't
honest.
take
Okay,
that
I was
out.
just making
for real.
Okay.
Like I really have a lot of mom guilt for
Okay.
working
On
and
what?
for
What's your
leaving.
biggest guilt?
Did your mom work?
Yeah, my mom worked, and that.
So shouldn't
I
you be
know.
used to it?
I know, but there's something about. I don't know. It just
Yeah,
comes.
you-
It's like you birth
yes.
a child, and you're just the mom.
But what do you
guilt
feel
sets
guilty?
in.
What's your biggest, I feel guilty about?
I feel guilty about not giving enough. I have two babies at the same time, and
Right.
I already feel like
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
can't imagine.
Like I don't have enough one-on-one time with
Yeah.
them, and like I literally can count on one hand how many times I've been out of the house with just one baby.
And then you feel guilty for leaving that
And then
one
you
because
feel
they're the
guilty
same
for the
age.
other one, yeah. And then when I'm with just one, I'm like, oh my god, I got to know you today.
Oh,
Like, I
right.
don't- All I'm doing is like making life. What am I
Managing. You're making
keeping life.
Keeping them alive,
making
making
them
life.
alive,
Making them alive.
making them alive.
That's all I'm doing. I'm like, so I feel guilt for not like having enough time with them to connect.
Do you want to know my newest guilt right now?
Yeah.
It's that I don't have snacks after school waiting for them, and that I hate making dinner. I'm like, if there's no dinner, I'm like, let's just eat. They fill up on snacks, and I make a shitty
Snacks
dinner.
is a deconstructed meal.
You do it, grapes and fruit and fucking crudités and fucking.
Listen, Linda.
I feel guilty.
Yeah,
Linda.
but we need to let go of all this because
I
even if I
agree.
have the best meals ever, often they don't eat them and they would prefer your snacks.
Yeah.
And it's not spending enough one-on-one time, just knowing that you care and you're definitely doing the best that you can. That's enough. And they'll remember that you loving them. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my, that's all we say. Everyone we say, if you were to think about your mom, would you change her?
No, and you said that is like I have one. When you like got in a fight with your parents or you had like those are the I remember.
I remember that too. I remember the time that I disrespected my mom the most. I remember it specifically.
And you feel bad about that.
Of course,
sick about
because
it.
I felt so like I couldn't see it through her eyes, but now I can see the moment so clearly.
Do you remember what it was?
Yes, I was very mad at her, and I didn't know what to do with myself. And she was in the kitchen, and I took a shoe or a boot, and I whipped it. Didn't hit her, but in my mind, I kind of wanted it to hit her.
Oh,
and
you've never said that before.
She must have been. Yeah,
this isn't the kind of mom who sits back and lets a shoe be thrown at her.
What happened to you?
She got really mad at me, and like I hated her being mad at me, and so I grounded. I got grounded a lot. Grounded was a big one because everyone could go out, and if I couldn't go out, that was the worst thing she could take from me. So
right.
Yeah.
What did you do?
That? I remember distinctly telling, because my mom worked and my mom was on a television. She was like a television host. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Something to Google later.
She really was.
That's crazy that you do that now too.
Yeah, and my sister is a news anchor.
Wow! In Canada?
And by the way, no, my sister's in Seattle.
Oh.
But like, it wasn't because there was no nepotism. Like, my mom did nothing for us. Right. But it was because we grew up and we were able, like, you did a lot, Mom, but she didn't like connect us. But it was because we grew up and we saw this profession and we thought, like, in the 90s that this was actually something we could do. Right. We were like, oh, I could grow up and
because I think
television.
Most people see people on television are like, that's so far from anything I could do. I'd never known anyone on TV. I couldn't.
I don't know how to do that.
Totally.
But you were closer to it could be a reality.
Is your mom funny?
No.
Is your sister?
No.
How are you? Is anyone in your family funny?
I mean, maybe my grandma.
Funny?
Got it from the grandma.
I think because I was the youngest one and I was like really not as cute as my sister. My sister is like gorgeous and like dark hair, blue eyes. Like my sister is like a model.
Oh, that's
like
anchors are models, aren't they? They're always so nice.
Yeah, she's
especially in America.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was this like red. I came out and my parents were like, "What is that? Like, put it back. Where did this?" It was like, we don't know where this like Cheeto finger head came from.
Cheeto finger head.
No one in my family had red hair and freckles.
Really?
I think I just was like, well, I want to get attention somehow.
So this is
I'll be funny.
And so I was just funny.
Well,
my sister was pretty and I was funny.
Are you optimistic? Or do you have to work on it? Like, are you a happy person?
Yeah.
You wake up happy?
Yes.
Are you moody?
I have a lot of zest for life.
Are you moody?
Yeah.
Moody?
No.
Does anything piss you off?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Do you
get mad? Do you like when you get mad, are you a yeller, a screamer, a passive aggressive?
Passive aggressive?
Really?
Yes.
Like what's wrong? Nothing.
Yeah.
Like your husband knows when you're mad?
Yeah.
You talk to him about it or no?
Well, he'll come up and be like, what the fuck? Like, can you just like be a grown up? Yeah.
And you're like, no, this is how I do it.
Yeah.
This is how I communicate.
I need to work on it.
But you wake up happy every day.
Yeah.
That's not normal. Just
but
so you know.
no, I mean not every day.
No, we do. There's not a lot of people who wake up like,
like seeing the zest in life.
I do have a lot of zest for life.
Yeah.
But
you have very small hands.
Really?
Like tiny fingers. How tall are you?
I'm 5. I don't know. 5'7.5".
Yes, me too.
You come across as 6 feet to me.
Thanks.
Yeah, I thought you were so tall.
No.
You often wear high heels.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Really,
And you know what? Very long.
I've always worked with short dudes. So
yeah.
Like anyone who's ever seen me
right, they're like, she's so tall.
Person, and it's like, no, everyone.
Wait, these hands are so small. Do you have a really small ring size finger?
I love Nat. Your hand. I like big hands. Just so you know.
They look at her hands. They're so.
Oh my gosh.
They're so dainty.
I like big man hands.
Oh,
giant,
in her friends, she looks for man hands.
No. Girls, small hands. Men. Big.
One time I was like very into a dude.
Did he have small hands?
He had small hands and childbearing hips, and that was a combination I couldn't get over.
I feel you. I have small hands and me.
Yeah.
Did you see his penis?
No.
Okay. I would have looked just to see.
You can always tell.
About the hands?
The hands are the penis.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know. We should look. We should
have confirmed.
Hassan, take your pants off.
It's 1,000. Does your hands?
I'm wearing Spanx, okay?
Do your hands kind of resemble? Does it match?
No.
I don't believe
I
you.
have crooked fingers, but that's not crooked at all.
Oh,
But like the girth, the color, the
interesting.
I've never really. I'll go
think
compare.
of okay.
Don't
measure.
But I will say my husband is a basketball like fanatic,
Uh-huh.
and he plays, and he's like very jealous of like he's like devastatingly
Have you-
jealous of other men's hands. He'll be like, oh my god,
Google
look at that guy.
Yeah, because it's what is
in
it
their
called? It's what'd she say? What'd she say?
Well, if yeah.
Is it called the palm span, the hand span? So he
where's my
massive
Natalie,
hands.
remember I sent you because she was wondering if that was a thing, and I said Google their penis in their
I put
pants.
his foot.
Well, you can see their penis in their pants.
Sorry, what
Yeah,
are we time is
remember-
something? I'm missing something.
I missed
Remember
something.
Serge Ibaka's penis? I said Google it and you'll see.
Let's
She's
go
like,
back
I
to
wonder
the
what it
remember
looks
Serge Ibaka's penis part of that sentence.
I said Google it. And
You know
see.
Serge, right?
She
Yes.
was like dying to know
Yes.
what his penis was looking like, and I'm like, I'll find it for you, no problem. So
It was a Friday night. I was dying to see his penis. Dying to see it.
So I took a picture. I found all the images online
Of
through
like the
through
tight, short.
down to his knee.
And,
Huge.
oh my
Yeah.
god!
Anaconda don't want none if you ain't got wrong.
It's so big. So now you know you can Google their
Any penis.
in their pants. You can lots of men.
Now
Yeah.
Serge
Yeah.
hides it in his like dress pants a lot, but when he's playing
Nat was
basketball and he's
concerned.
running,
Well, you
So
can't.
you can see
Nat,
it.
Nat sent me pictures and like, where
I'm
is
like,
it?
where
I can't
does he
find.
put it?
So then I had to fact check.
She
And
found
you
me
I
a good
found-
one.
found it.
Lots. I was like, here you go, here you go. Huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah, I'm impressed. I thought it should be, but
I
I
wasn't
was
sure like what I was gonna Google tonight when I put the kids down. Like
Now
now
you
you
have
rabbit hole I was gonna go down.
so many things.
This is it.
Yeah, yeah. If you're ever curious,
Just get my new Amazon vibrator.
There you go.
Make it
And
happen.
search big dicks and
What?
shorts.
Yeah.
Jesse, where can everyone find you?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we could talk to you for. I feel like we could
okay.
talk to you for 155 years. This has
Are
to
you
be.
crying again?
Yeah, you're making me laugh so hard. I'm like, this will be a part 2, 3,
know, we
4,
just
5,
are having
6,
so much
7.
fun.
And then
best.
one day we're gonna have to do it where we can actually get shit faced. Like where we actually
get
can just-
shit-faced.
Yeah, drink like martinis
Okay.
and like
Nice.
real
Yeah.
conversations and let that shit roll and then
Okay.
edit it down when you don't spill a bottle of vodka and then you walk out.
Oh God, you're so
that's
funny that
sweet.
happened. I would die if I were you.
I was dying. I'm like, actually, I want to stay here for the night because I don't,
Don't
want
want
to
to see
go back
anybody, and
get
maybe
my
people will be on
car.
the new shift tomorrow, and the people will have
Yeah,
checked
no one
out.
would know that that was me.
The guys at the door there 24/7, so I think you're screwed.
and I'm like wearing like a maternity
Yeah.
dress. It's
But then
very
they
There's,
go,
there's the
oh.
pregnant lady with the
I
vodka
know.
bottle.
Yeah,
I'm sure they've seen worse. Like at least it wasn't like cocaine or horse tranquilized or
seen worse.
they don't judge here.
Yeah.
They're
No,
very-
I'm sure in
I'm
bright
so
daylight, walking out of a car and smashing a 40
But
out of
just
your
so
purse.
you know, not only
There's
did she
worse.
have a 40 in her purse, she also continued on with
With
another
a
bottle of
yeah.
rosé.
Yeah.
So it was 2 bottles of liquor.
2 bottles.
Where can they find
Yeah.
you?
Facebook.com/newmomwhodis show.
Is that what we want? We don't want you personally. We want
Oh
you
no, find me personally.
and then you can find her show
Yeah.
too.
Jessi
It's so
Cruickshank.
she's
It's
so funny.
Instagram
Instagram?
at Jessi Cruickshank.
Your name is hard to spell.
It's really hard to spell.
Maybe
but
we should
just
change it.
CRU. I should have taken my husband's last
Like
name.
What's
Jessi
his?
Crew. Just CRU.
His
Jessi
last name
Crew.
is Gatika.
Nope. Don't do that one.
What?
either.
It's great.
It's hard to spell. People.
New
Yeah.
Mom Who Dis with Jessi Crew.
Jessi
Bam.
Crew. Yeah.
Guys, where were you 20 years ago when I started my
Jessi-
career?
Jessi
God
Crew.
damn it.
Yeah. Jessi Crew. CRU.
You're
Jessi
so Beverly
Crew.
Hills. Telling Cruick.
Oh, that's actually not so bad. It
C-R-U.
sounds like there should be more.
CRUICK.
It's really bad.
Yes, bad.
Crook.
Yeah.
And then SHAN. You got
Yes.
shit for
No,
days.
it's very bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Well, that
sorry
was a
that
good
you're-
one.
Cheers. Thank you
Cheers.
for coming.
Cheers.
Thanks for having me.
you.
Wait, this is so wrong. You
There
both
we
have
go.
empty
Sorry.
glasses.
Well,
New
there
Mom
we
Who
go.
Dis.